Again, from the audience, either written questions, which we have several that I'll get to, and also some questions from the audience if somebody would like to speak up. Either way, we do have the wireless mic available, so does anybody want to have a question for our state senate candidates? If not, you can think about it, and we'll get back with you in just a couple. I don't see any hands up at this moment. If you think of one, just throw your hand up. Let us know if you would. Let's go ahead. Bob, you have something you want to say real quick? Go ahead and grab the mic if you've got a statement.
I very much would.
Okay,
and
real quick.
What I want to say is, because we'll make this a question, it's agriculture. This campaign, if you go to the website, bobcarr.org, and read what Bob Carr has to say today, is just incredible every day. I don't know where these guys are so angry. And I write in there about all the people that I meet, so many of them that I've known. One of the things I am working on is what's called an agriculture history project. And I'd have done that if I wasn't running for the Senate, because we didn't know we were going to run for the Senate. What it does, it takes second graders, third graders, fourth graders, fifth graders, sixth graders, either by buses or with parents, and they go out and they learn how every year, and it's repeated, 5 years, how to milk a wooden cow and how to grind corn. And we get a tank when we have 6 old pumps and how to pump the water. And when you get all done, we go for this wonderful hayride behind an old tractor. And what they found at the agriculture history project that I'm emulating is that it did 2 things. Next thing they knew, they needed a building for a museum. Hey, there's money. They needed a building for restoration programs. And the kids grew up in 15 years and started holding political office, and agriculture is king. So I prepared a letter, and for last Friday to go down to see the Farm Bureau and to present it. We were up at a forum for the Chamber of Commerce in Sault Ste. Marie. There was this tractor sitting outside the pavilion. And so I walk up, and there's Don Henderson. Don Henderson just moved from California, where the Ag History program is, to within a block of the pavilion. My point is, we can do all this talking about what we're against and what we didn't vote for and all those things, but we can have some kind of programs that, though it will take a while, first we get the kids learning about agriculture, next thing we get the museum, the next thing we have tourism dollars, and all of a sudden money is being spent at the store down here. So I think we should be excited about running for office, and for all of you sitting right here. Thank you very much.
Randy, because it went a little long, I'm going to give you a chance to either respond to that or take a few moments.
No, I'd like to take some questions from the audience.
Okay, let's start with you, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm a business owner, and
if you can get that real close, if you will.
I'm a business owner, and I see my money from my business and my hard work being siphoned off from my business every single day. Unemployment, I'm being tapped for, or was being tapped for 2 of my part-time employees who only work for me on a Saturday. It was their second job.
Yep.
They got laid off from their full-time jobs, and my business was tapped for part of their unemployment, which was not fair. I had to terminate both of those employees because the laws in this state are not made by business people. And I was told by the Michigan Unemployment Agency that I would be forced to pay their full-time employment benefits if they continued on my payroll longer than their factory jobs. So, as far as I'm concerned, none of the legislature in this state, our business owners know what it's like to be a business owner, yet they go there and they spend 4 or 6 years and they get full health insurance benefits. They get driven around like they're King Tut. They get all the perks that us regular people in this state don't get, and I want to know what you're going to do if you get elected to turn around all these perks that these elected officials get.
Thank you for your question. First of all, as a former business owner, I understand your pain. It's why my wife and I had independent contractors, and we paid them good money. We let them provide for their own health insurance and make contributions to Social Security, run their own business within our business. We paid them a lot, but it reduced a lot of our overhead and a lot of our expenses. What happened? They ended up being able to buy the company from us because we paid them so well. That's what a common sense business person does if you think about your plan when you start your business. Unfortunately, you took the traditional route. You formed your company, you're the owner, and you hired employees. That's where your problem was. In Michigan, we are over-regulated to death. That's why We are 48th in the country for business climate. Only California and New York is worse than Michigan. And here's why. We don't have a state government anymore of laws. We are made up of rules ran by bureaucratic departments and agencies. They're not elected. They're appointed. We have to take a bulldozer to Lansing, knock it down, and restructure it back to what our state's constitution was all about. When we get back to laws, we then will have an operating system that is fair, small, efficient, and it will allow business owners to operate without all this over-regulations that's choking the life out of them. That's number one. Number two, we have to completely eliminate all of your Michigan business taxes, which my opponent, who's not here tonight, says he voted against, but at the same time, it still went through. And in addition to that, you eliminate that personal property tax, where they come in and tax you on all your personal items in your business. I have a golf course owner told me that he's still paying personal property taxes on golf carts that he's owned since 1985. How insane is that? You eliminate the Michigan business tax, you eliminate the personal property taxes that businesses pay, and you eliminate the 6 mills that you're obligated to pay for school funding. We also eliminate the personal state income tax. How many people in this room are hourly employees that get 4.35% taken out of their paycheck? There's a lot more people out there in the state of Michigan. They would all get a raise by eliminating that state income tax, not from you, the business owner, from Lansing. And that all can be replaced with the exact same amount of revenue income to the state via the Michigan fair tax. Now, it's a consumption tax. It does not tax businesses on productivity, gross sales receipts, or on what you do to be profitable. It allows us, the consumers, to take the power back from the politicians in Lansing and give it to the people. We decide to pay the taxes when we choose to buy something new, not used, new. And at that point, the power goes back to the people. It takes it away from the politicians. Another thing it does, it locks in to our state's constitution local revenue sharing that fully funds our local school districts. It gives the money to us, the people in our communities, to keep our money here instead of sending it to Lansing and letting them put their grubby hands on it and send us pennies back on the dollar. It's got to stop. Now, the last point is a business owner. What you have to look at is you have to absolutely be able to attract businesses here. That's why the Michigan fair tax would be a tax haven for businesses. They would all come back. Business purchases between businesses, like where you buy your supplies from, that's tax exempt under the Michigan fair tax. And by making Michigan a tax haven, we will bring jobs back, we will bring families back, we'll fill up our schools. That's why I'm such a strong proponent, and I was the first candidate in the state of Michigan that was endorsed by the Michigan Fair Tax Association. The reason is because I understand that as a former business owner, I know your pain. As a truck driver, I know your pain. This is what has to be done in order to fix Michigan. Thank you.